I'd say the biggest self-inquiry obstacle is holding expectations, having an expectation of what may happen after a certain time of self-inquiry, of what an awakening looks like. And you're just waiting for that moment. Because once that moment happens, everything is solved. Everything comes together. And this is a very typical obstacle simply because it actually hinders true and honest and sincere self-inquiry. Because fundamentally, you are taking part in self-inquiry to reach that particular goal. There's a hidden agenda. And so the level of honesty and sincerity doesn't match. So you're not actually able to observe what's taking place within fully and wholly. Instead, it's I will do the meditation, I will do the self-inquiry, knowing that eventually I will wake up, I will experience this non-dual awakening. And that's a huge obstacle because, as mentioned, it hinders and stops true, honest, sincere self-inquiry. For myself in my journey, I had an unwavered desire for truth. I just wanted to know the truth. I was just sick and tired of listening and reading and being told what the truth is. I wanted to just discover it. There was this burning desire to just discover it. And this burning desire fired up so much that it just burnt everything I was or I am. And then I was eventually able to see what remained. I didn't care about what happened afterwards. I didn't care about reaching a good place. I knew to some extent that the truth can hurt. And so I didn't care about how I felt. I just wanted the truth. And that was it. And so this gives a platform or the opportunity for a higher level of honesty and sincerity in the pursuit whilst doing self-inquiry. When you are asking questions such as, who am I? You are willing to go into the depths of what this question is proposing. When looking into the nature of the I, the nature of the self, you are willing to go into the depths of what this question or this investigation is proposing. Whereas if there's a goal in mind, tomorrow I will feel better, tomorrow I will be awakened and this will all be over. Having that kind of expectation, really, when you ask the question, who am I? It's with the expectation and goal in mind. And so really, you're not actually asking, who am I? You are just focused and observing that goal. So really, if you are at a point where you can say, I don't care what happens. I don't want anything to happen or to not happen. It's just this. All there is this now. What is going on? Who am I? Where am I? I used to ask the question, where am I? I'd be walking around and I'd look around and I'd ask, where am I? See the clouds and the people and the buildings and in the middle of the city. Where am I? And it feels so foreign, so alien, yet so ordinary. And I just look around like, just no opinions, no ideas, no expectations. As though everything is being seen for the first time all over again. If there was an expectation, then whatever I would see would be seen by Hassan, where the clouds are shaped and molded, and the trees are shaped and molded, and the roads and the people. Everything is shaped and molded into Hassan's world. Hassan's expectations of how and what a tree is, and what clouds are, and the sky is. So this, I would say, is the biggest obstacle, holding expectations, goals, in the pursuit of truth or self-inquiry. If you hold the pursuit of truth as a goal, eventually that too will fall away. However, having truth as the goal, as long as it's known that the truth doesn't come in form, the truth is of a formless nature that permeates all form. As long as this is recognized, then really the pursuit of this truth that isn't just the word truth or the external label of what truth is, then this is a appropriate starting point. So this kind of links to another obstacle, which is trying to change feelings, trying to change how you feel. And all these obstacles are interlinked with some form of expectation or idea. So trying to change how you feel is linked to the expectation that you should be feeling in a certain way because you are on the spiritual path. When anger arises, when sadness arises, you tell yourself, no, I should be feeling peaceful. I should be feeling happy. I should be feeling joyful. And this is a huge obstacle because whatever is felt or whatever is expressed, if that is rejected and is forcefully being replaced with another expectation of how one should feel, this creates a lot of conflict and suffering. The river should flow, the river should pass. Any obstacles or resistance against the river will build a reservoir, and this reservoir just means there's more of that which you are trying to resist. So it doesn't make sense to resist anything and just let it flow. So this, once again, is also linked to expectations. So honesty, sincerity, integrity would bypass this. Because trying to convince yourself that you should feel joyful instead of the sad feeling that is bubbling up right now is dishonest. And in some sense, this trying to be joyful is almost there. The expectation is there to try and please something or someone. We're not trying to please something or someone here. Like I said, there's no ulterior motive. There is no agenda here. If this is the pursuit of truth, then it doesn't matter who thinks what and what will take place. It's just the truth. It's just a sincere and honest pursuit of truth. And so when self-inquiry takes place, it's honest, sincere, and genuine. Now, on the flip side, if there is an expression of a warm feeling, peace, or insight, or happiness, or whatever you may call it, when that arises, don't also resist that, because there is the notion that you don't deserve to feel this. This is so common as well. I see this all the time. And this peace is resisted because there is this deep notion that you don't deserve to feel this peace. It sounds absurd, but this is how the separate self creates its interpretations. If there's been the conditioning all your life that you should only be happy after achieving a certain something, then all of a sudden, when there is just happiness for no reason, because that is really what the true natural state is, then all of a sudden it's no, it's rejected and it's resisted, because I haven't actually achieved anything. I still have past trauma to deal with. I still haven't reconciled with my family, or I'm still poor, I'm not rich, or whatever it is. So I shouldn't be feeling happy. Don't be silly. Now, if you see any obstacles within your journey, please do share them. I'm pretty sure that perhaps when light is shed on some of these obstacles or on some of these knots, they can be untied. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Hassan from The Spiritual Walks, and we are all on a journey towards the truth.